Accused by my 16-year-old sister, I took a 5-year probation deal to avoid 20 years in prison. 10 years later, her husband uncovered the truth. I was 22 and my sister Bailey accused me of stealing $800 from her dresser drawer. She told our parents I came into her room while she was at soccer practice and took it. Thing is, I didn't. I was at work that whole afternoon at the auto parts store, clocking a double shift because rent was due. But Bailey was convincing. She cried. She had this whole story about how she'd been saving that money from her babysitting jobs for months. My parents believed her instantly. They always did. She was the golden child. Straight A's, varsity athlete, the whole deal. I was the screw-up who barely graduated and worked retail. 2 days later, cops showed up at my apartment. Turns out Bailey told them too. And since I had a key to the house and a previous arrest for weed possession when I was 19, they took her word as gospel. They charged me with felony theft. My public defender was this exhausted guy named Phil who handled like 40 cases at once. He sat me down and said the DA was offering a deal. Plead guilty, get 5 years probation, no jail time. If I went to trial and lost, I was looking at up to 20 years because of my prior record. I told Phil I didn't do it. He said it didn't matter. The jury would see a 22-year-old with a record versus a 16-year-old honor student. He said I'd lose. I had 3 days to decide. I took the deal, signed the papers, did my probation, couldn't vote, couldn't leave the county without permission, had to check in with my PO every week. My parents cut me off completely, said I was a thief and a liar. I moved 2 hours away after probation ended, worked construction, kept my head down. 10 years passed. I hadn't spoken to my family in all that time. Then last month, I got a Facebook message from a guy named Trevor. Said he was married to Bailey and needed to talk to me urgently. I almost deleted it, but something made me respond. We met at a diner off the highway. Trevor looked stressed, like he hadn't slept in days. He slid a folder across the table to me. Inside was a confession letter, handwritten by Bailey. She wrote that she'd made the whole thing up. There was no $800. She'd wanted to go on a school trip to New York that our parents said was too expensive, and she was mad about it. She knew I had a record, and figured if she got me in trouble, maybe she could manipulate the situation somehow. She didn't think it would go as far as criminal charges. When it did, she got scared and just kept lying. Trevor found the letter 2 weeks ago in a box in their attic while looking for Christmas decorations. It was dated from 10 years ago, written right after my sentencing. She'd kept it hidden all this time. He confronted her. She admitted everything, said she'd been too ashamed to come forward, that it had eaten at her for years, but she didn't know how to fix it. Trevor told her she had 1 week to tell our parents and contact a lawyer to help clear my record, or he was leaving her. I sat there staring at this letter, reading her handwriting, admitting she destroyed my life over a tantrum. Trevor said our parents didn't believe it at first. They actually defended her, said maybe she was confused or misremembering. Trevor had to threaten to go to the police himself before they took it seriously. I got a lawyer, a real one this time, not a public defender drowning in cases. Cost me 12 grand I didn't have, but my boss helped me get a loan. We filed for post-conviction relief based on newly discovered evidence. The DA's office fought it initially, said too much time had passed, but once they saw Bailey's written confession and Trevor's testimony about finding it, they agreed to vacate my conviction. Last week, a judge officially cleared my record. Took 10 years and $12,000 to undo something I never did in the first place. My parents called me after the hearing. My mom was crying, saying she was sorry. My dad said they didn't know and they just believed Bailey because she seemed so sure. I hung up on them. Bailey sent me a text saying she knows sorry isn't enough, but she wants to make things right. I blocked her number. Trevor sent me a message saying they're getting divorced. He said he can't stay married to someone who let their brother take the fall for something that never happened and watched him lose 10 years of his life without saying a word. I told him I appreciated him doing the right thing and wished him luck.